Yeah, so thank you very much. My presentation is going to be really short, and it's going to be really a bit different from what Tian has presented. So, as you can see here in this picture, geographically we're in the Pacific Ocean. So most of the Pacific islands were located right into this Pacific Ocean. So if you could see probably the red thing I just pointed out is where I came from, and there's a whole other Pacific islands also situated on the east and the northern parts of it, but we're really tiny islands, so we call us the small island states. So what I will be presenting here is more to do with how we advocate, we trying to fighting against these challenges of climate change. So for the last 20 years, our government have been going out to big international conference, trying ask the government from the national to respond very urgently on climate change, and helping us, giving us some funds to adapt to the impacts of climate change, because we're really not contributing much that carbon emissions to the atmosphere, but we're really at the forefront of climate change. So it's really a bit different from the others. So what happens is we started this campaign I think last year. So for the last 20 years we have been relying on our government to ask for help from these international or industrialized countries to help us respond to these urgent matters, and this nothing has been done. We do have some local NGOs coming into our islands and helping us in some local projects to minimize some of these impacts of climate change, but it still becoming worse than we have expected. So we've seen, I think, a huge amount of great losses of impacts of climate change, and now we're not really in the mood of talking about these, the negative impacts of climate change. So it's really great losses that we've experienced since the last 5 years ago. So most of our islands were low-lying islands, and they really have much loss in the islands. So some of the islands where the people were relocated to some place, to another big islands, just because of so sea level rise is one of the biggest problems that we're facing back in our islands, and it's really challenging for us. So from last year, we've just realized that the youths, the government, and the people were very much aware of climate change, and they don't know what to do. And the government is trying the best, but when they came back, they just do nothing. So what we did is 350 just came in and introduced to our islands, and building up its own capacities with local youth members, and try to motivate them to become challenging and facing this climate impact. So what we do is set up a program called the Pacific Climate Warriors. These young people were just like, some of them they just not really attending big university schools, and they try to getting in touch with programs and try to build up their own knowledge of how the causes of impacts, the causes of climate change, where this is happening, and we're really much confused of these things. So what we do is we try to running some programs with the youths and try to make them stand up for the Pacific, being warrior, and stand up and try to push something out to the country or to its our own internal government people to recognize our voice. And we're talking about the future. So what we did is we came up with this idea of climate Pacific Warriors, and we because we're much more rich in this tradition, culture, and so we came up with this idea. So we're gonna be set up some group of warriors and going out with international culture and try to approaching the government in front of the doors and say, show us, this is us, we're still part of this earth, we still exist in this earth. So we are, we're all human beings. We're not just talking about, the climate, the environment or our ocean. We're talking about the people. We're talking about human beings. We're living in this. We're also living part of this earth. So what we do is we came up with that. So just to answer you guys that so next month we're going to build a huge traditional canoes, and this is some of the pictures that showing these Pacific warriors building their own canoes, and trying to going out, traveling out from the Pacific Islands to Australia or New Zealand, and trying to stopping this coal mining industry. So this is where the cause of these impacts came from. So we want to go directly and do some non-violent actions, because we know we're these very least developed countries and we don't have this political power to advocate in big international. So we try to we act on do some non-violent actions in terms of blocking this whole coal mining industry. So yeah, so that's the picture showing some of the and this is one of the pictures that they advertise in big in the big what's called the Pacific 350 Pacific network, as you can see in the profile. And they say, as I can say, I don't always stop 578 100 tons of coal, but when I do, I use a canoe. So this just reminds us of, because we're not that really, we can do something about our justice. We're talking about justice, so this is we're advocating. So yeah, I think that's the whole thing. I was coming here to be contributing or be part of this march, just to show that this is our Pacific Islands is also part of this, and we're trying to we part of this march, stand in solidarity with the other people, so that we can show the world leaders that we can do change. We start from momentum for change. We can do something about climate change. Yes. So I think that's
awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,